Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another season of Guilderland Flag Football. Tonight, your Guilderland Lady Dutch, who are 1-0, take on Shen, who are also 1-0. Hello, everyone. I'm Anthony Bourne. Alongside me is Sean Cunningham. Now, a few days ago, Guilderland went on to play Schenectady and notched their first win of the season against Schenectady, winning 12-6. Having Guilderland their first 1-0 start in program history. So, Sean, what are you looking forward to here tonight against Shen?
Well, certainly a great start for the Lady Dutch to get that first win of the season. It's both teams going up for the opening coin toss this season. It's the second year for the flag football program, and big thing for this group, it's a young group once again this season, but they're going to look and see if they can continue to improve and get better as the new season kicks off. They already had a really big confidence booster getting that first win in the first game. They're going to be taking on a tough team in Shen who made it to the sectional finals last year, ultimately ended up losing to Albany in a very close game. But this is going to be a real test for this young group to tackle here tonight.
Shen last time out barely beat Columbia. Well, from what we got, last few seconds or so, they scored a walk-off touchdown but missed the extra point attempt for a 6-0 victory over Columbia.
Yeah, that's a real last-second victory right there. It's the only scoring they need, but at the same time, real tight game for Shen, their first go-around this season. But they are looking to see if they can get another one in the win column here today as we get the ruling. Got a few players for both sides meeting at the center of the field right now. Katina De Leon, Peyton Domini among there for the Lady Dutch.
So the rules this year are a little bit different than last year, especially on the timing front. Last year for their first season, it was 2 25-minute halves. This year it's standard high school football clock with 4 12-minute quarters, although the timing rules are the same, I believe. So the arena football style rules where the clock will continue to run until the 2-minute warning, and then it'll be just like arena football or like normal football where the clock can stop on incomplete passes or so like. It's going to be a real change of pace here. It's been a while since we've done one of these, and I'm very excited to see how this team will develop from year one to year two.
Like I said, young unit, you got to see what kind of improvements you can make after getting the program started officially. So it's a new year. You already got into the win column with your first game. Now you got to see what you can make happen in your second year.
So it looks like we're just going to start here. And there's a completion there for Shen. Flag pulled there, I believe, by number 88, Haley Wismont.
It's Trinity Eccles with the grab, and we'll move to second down.
Yeah, first play of the new season. Well, it's been a while since I called that basketball game.
Yeah, the debut of spring sports. We're going to have a lot of action coming your way in a vast variety of different sports. Flag football, lacrosse, baseball, softball, all coming your way this season.
Play was just tipped there by Trinity Eccles on Shen. Should say drop there. So it'll be third down for Shen. Pass complete there to number 21. That's Charlotte Baruti, excuse me.
So Baruti also featured on the girls basketball team for Shen. In fact, quite a few players who are also on this team were also members of Shen's girls basketball team. Baruti, one of the freshmen on this team this season, with the completion right there.
Third down here. That will be complete again by Eccles. Flag pulled there by Wismont.
It is good for the first down that time. So a couple completions to start the game for Eccles. He's able to move the ball close to center of the field. Oh, no,
just
it is.
Short, about a yard or 2 yards short of the first down, which in the flag football game is at the 50-yard or standard 50-yard line for football. That's their 40, and that will be complete. That'll give them the first down. That is number 16, Kate Glisserman, with the reception, and that will definitely give Shen the first down here.
Yeah, the marker was originally being put down on the last catch as if it was a first down, but it was just a little bit short. That one definitely got across midfield that time. And for Shen, a couple of completions to get them very, very close. So Shen on the board.
So Shen will now try to get to the standard 30-yard line, which there is the 20, for those who do not know the difference between the flag game and the outdoor game that most people know. Pump fake there. That one's caught by Eccles. And Eccles is off to the races. And that is a quick touchdown for Shen. Eccles getting most of the receptions on this drive, gets the first points of the game.
Well, a nice feed over the middle from the quarterback for Shen, Spickler. And Eccles, as you mentioned, getting the majority of the receptions on that drive, is able to really get loose, avoid the defense for Guilderland, and get through. And as the opposite happens for Shen in this game, they ended the game with their first touchdown. Last time out, they start their first drive with a touchdown, this time against the Lady Dutch.
So on for the conversion, and it is good after a bobbled play there. And
I believe that was Jin Carter who got that one.
That will give them 2 points. That was a 2-point attempt from the 10-yard line. So Shen, with 8:35 left in the first quarter, is up to an 8-0 lead. So now Guilderland will get the ball for their first drive of the game. It'll be interesting to see who they run at quarterback, because during practice, just before the game, they tried a few quarterbacks.
Yeah, they're trying a few players out doing snaps in practice today. Madison, Haggerty, Peyton Domine. It looks like Haggerty's going to take this one.
There's the motion, and it'll be a jet sweep of sorts. Missed the flag there. The flag was pulled. On the run there was Gigi Santianello, a junior. That'll be second down for the Lady Dutch.
Looks like that got a few yards right there on the run.
He turned his camera off. He's trying to reboot his Zoom.
And Shen relying mostly on the passing attack on their drive. Guilderland starts out with a run there from Santaniello. Now changing formation a bit here.
We said this is like arena football. Haggerty rolls to her left, will run it with herself, and gets a few yards on the carry.
As Spraker, who got the flag that time, looked like the first player missed, and then Haggerty able to get the yardage for a first down right there. So good run.
Gavin says good job. Gavin, can you hear Alex? He says he can.
So there's a little bit of confusion right there. I saw it go to a 3. Now it's back to 1. So I think
it's been a while since we've seen a game.
I think we got to the first down.
Motioning there is Santianello. Haggerty will throw. Now takes it herself. And the ball is still going. Oh, I didn't see exactly what happened there, but Domine ended up with the ball.
Looked like there was a tiny pitch right there. And it's not going to be a first down, but it was really close. Picking up a lot of yardage right there on that little toss play. But Domine ends up with the ball and gets a few yards on that play. So Domine, by the way, scored the first touchdown in program history last season on April 4th against Troy. Figures to be another big piece of this team moving forward this season and beyond.
Haggerty will throw, rolls to her left, and it's almost picked off by Shen. That was Peyton Fryer. Had her hands on it, but it was dropped incomplete. So a bit of a lucky break for the Dutchman, as that was going to be a clear interception for Shen.
So playing basically the role of a cornerback right there for Shen, and Fryer jumps in front of it, just couldn't get a clean play on it. Ends up dropping the ball. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Christian's coming out.
3rd down. Haggerty takes a snap, rolls to her right, will run it herself. And flag pulled at the 37-yard line.
It's Autumn Kraus that time with the flag pull.
And it will be 4th down for the Lady Dutch here. I think I forgot to mention, I think this is why, at least on Guilderland's drive, it was different, is that where the ball was spotted, they have to get 20 yards from that distance. So this is not good on my broadcasting knowledge, but I'm not sure where the 1st down play would be here.
And it's got to be a little bit close.
Eliana Famodu takes it herself. Flag pulled at the 38.
That was a quick rip right there by Spraker, and that's going to do it.
That will be a turnover on downs for the Dutchman early. So Shen will get back possession. They had a very good drive to begin the quarter. And now with 4.5 minutes left, still 8-0. Does feel good to be back, Sean. I miss calling games. You know, for basketball, I'm usually doing graphics, but it's nice to be back here.
So we're going to have a lot more games to call once baseball and softball also get underway in a couple of weeks as well. But yeah, doing these games, it's always fun to call new sports because we also had these games for the first time last season. It's always fun getting to see new sports get added to the schedule whenever we get the time to do them.
Nice throw there. That one, I believe, is, I couldn't tell who got that. I'm just going to be honest, but that
was Spraker.
Spraker, I think she stepped out somewhere out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, just barely missed getting a touchdown right away after that turnover on downs.
Excuse me, I should have said the 3-yard line there. So it'll be a 1st down for Shen.
And you talk about a great start to that drive right there. Spraker found a lot of open space, just barely wasn't able to get in though.
Spickler rolls to her right, throws deep in the end zone, and it's incomplete. Out of the hands of Kraus, I believe.
That was Kraus, yep.
And it'll be 2nd down for Shen.
So I thought the throw was going to be a little bit high right there. It actually was pretty much on target. Kraus just not able to get clean possession right there. Again, we saw that play on the near interception, so we've had a few drops so far for Shen, but they still got a couple more chances to get into the end zone here.
Almost 3 minutes left to go in the 1st. And that will just be between receivers there, incomplete, so it'll be 3rd down for Shen.
So Haggerty in the vicinity right there. Couple players swapping out for Guilderland. Santaniello just came on.
When I think of an Ironman player, I don't think of a QB-DB situation. From where I come from, I think of wide receiver DB. QBs usually never plays defense here in arena football. So, and Spickler will throw on the run. Again, they can reach into the end zone, and that will give Shen another touchdown. 14-0 Shen.
The benefits of the new rule as well. That is a new rule this season. You can now reach for extra yards.
So it looks like they will go for one here. Spickler almost gets her flag pulled, but it will be another conversion. That time there was Kate Glisserman on the reception. It'll be 15-0 Shen, I believe.
Yeah, another completion right over the middle. Glisserman. Yeah, I thought there was a chance they could have gotten to the flag and stopped the play on Spickler right there. See, right there was a little bit of a potential chance for the flag to be pulled, but pass complete over the middle, goes right into the end zone for the conversion. And Shen, 2 drives and a couple touchdowns.
Head coach John Ginder talking to the ref about something.
A few of the coaches seem like they're talking out there. And now we get a flag.
Sideline warning.
So I heard that as well. This probably, like I said, it looks like there was some words getting exchanged right there. But Guilderland on a new drive.
Haggerty hands it off behind her. That'll be Emily Harding.
Flag was pulled by Spraker.
So, little add-on here. Both conversions made by Shen were good. Both were for 1 point, so it will remain 14-0 Shen. Minute 45 left in the first quarter. Haggerty rolls to her right. Wolfrow deep, and that is another dropped pass there.
Wow.
I believe Jordan Gurney was on the coverage for that. Could not make the catch. There'll be another saved play there for the Lady Dutch.
So it looked like there was a few Shen defenders back there. Like, seemed like there were at least 3 had the chance to get a play on that ball. Gurney in position to get it that time, just not able, once again, to get it cleanly.
I saw Harding come off, Domini in her place here for the 3rd down play. Haggerty out of the shotgun. 4 receivers, bit of a sky-high catch. One-handed by Domini.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Way to reach out of the air there for Peyton Domini.
Got that with pressure from the DB there. Look at this play.
A sky-high throw. And pressure there from Casey Haran right there. But what a catch by Domini, get that 1st down.
Almost 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Let's see if the Lady Dutch can get one more play off. 5 seconds left. Haggerty rolls to her right, throws. Domini could not get the completion, and that will end the first quarter with Shen up 14-0 early. I don't know if it may look that way to you, Sean, but I think this has been a really fun start to the game here, and especially with it now no longer being the 2 halves and it's the quarters. It feels like, at least to me, it might be a lot more, or at least because of the spacing. You know what I mean.
But we had some good plays on both sides to start things off. Definitely not the start that Guilderland wanted to have, but on this drive, you see that catch by Domini. That was an amazing play to reach up and get that one. But we're going to have the second quarter get underway here with Shen with the 14-0 advantage. Lady Dutch currently talking things over, or they get out for the start of the second quarter here.
Ball looks to be placed at the 26-yard line. So second quarter about to begin here. First play of the new quarter. Haggerty motions a receiver. Haggerty will throw it. It's picked off by Shen. Picked off there by Gabriella Spraker. And a huge momentum shift for Shen, with finally them getting a pick.
And a tough break right there for the Lady Dutch. I don't think Haggerty really saw that one right there. Spraker jumps into the play. So another throw over the middle. Spraker read it really well. The pressure was coming a bit from Alozi, and then Spraker caps off the interception, but potential touchdown save right there as Haggerty was able to get the flagpole. But now Shen getting closer to another touchdown as a result of this play.
Sprickler way deep. That one is caught by Spraker. 2 flags pulled.
And Wismont got one, and I think Gianna Scalzo got the other one. But Spraker playing a really good role so far, both offensively and defensively. Nice catch.
Today.
I think I've counted at least 4 so far for Wismont.
Third down for Shen in the red zone. This will be third down here. Whistle blown, flag on the play.
White hat.
Couldn't really tell what the flag was on there.
Yeah, but regardless, Shen is going to back up a little bit as a result. So her prior play was a completion. Shen didn't really get a lot of yards on it, but their flag was quickly pulled before it got to the end zone.
Third down. That one is caught there by Shen. It will be another touchdown. Trying to see who had the reception
Baruti.
there.
Charlotte
That's
Baruti
what I
got
thought
it.
it was too, yes.
Now, I'm surprised that catch got through. It looked like there was potential to be a deflection right there. So I saw a player dive right in front of the pass. Spickler gets the throw, has pressure coming. It's a diving effort there by Domini, but Baruti was able to get to it and get into the end zone for the third Shen touchdown. But it was a really good effort there by Domini.
Shen will go for 1 here again, looking to extend their lead to 21-0. Sprickler will throw, high pass, little bit of a push there. No flag, it'll be an incompletion there.
So Domini this time once again defending Baruti, and this time preventing points from being scored.
So it'll be 20-0 there for Shen.
And Haggerty and the offense will get back to work here, less than 9 to go.
I do gotta say something. When I see when I see Spickler in that brutal shotgun formation, I'm just worried that there's going to be a high snap because of how far away she is from her center. Like, I see that in arena football, and I'm like, whew, that'll be dropped there. Play will be dead. So Guilderland will lose yardage here. It'll be second down. I mean, I remember seeing some AF1 games last year. I think when this is perfect ball knowledge for all those who don't care about arena football. I saw Jalen Morton, who's now in the UFL, I believe, with the Columbus Aviators. When he was playing there, they had him out in the shotgun for some reason, and they kept losing games because of their clock management. That's just me geeking about arena football. I got 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks before the AF1 season gets underway for Albany.
Haggerty rolls to her right. Will take it herself. Flag still not pulled.
And she got a bunch of extra yards right there. I thought there was going to be, I think we both thought there was going to be a potential chance that the flag was going to get ripped early in that run, but Haggerty was able to get a few extra yards right there.
I couldn't really tell who got the flag pull on that play. Let's see.
You see that one missed.
She missed three, or she, I can't figure out the
I think it was 3 players in this one, yeah.
Feels like Shen has had a bit of a problem with that. I mean, they've done it well offensively, but defensively they've missed a lot of these flag pulls here. So Haggerty will throw. High pass there, another pick. This time it's by Trinity Eccles. Eccles will take it back herself. She's all the way in the end zone. She's in for 6, touchdown Shen. And another huge momentum play for Shen, getting them up 26-0 against the Lady Dutch.
And I think that pass was just a little bit shorter than what Haggerty wanted right there. It's intended for Eliana Famadou, but it just didn't have enough zip on it. And Eccles, who already had a touchdown earlier for the first one on offense, now gets a defensive one. So she has 2 today for the visitors here with less than 7 to go. Really nice read on that play as well.
It'll be interesting to see if Shen goes for 2 after missing the last extra point, or will they continue to go for 1 up 26? And it looks like they will continue to go for 1. Spickler takes a snap, pump fakes, runs out, almost gets the flag pulled. She'll take it herself. Flag pulled just before she crossed. Did she get it? No! The conversion attempt is no good, and the score will remain 26-0.
So what a dive right there. To prevent that one from going into the end zone for an additional point. That was a heck of an effort. Didn't quite see what the number was. Let's see, maybe we'll see on this replay here. Now Kira with the pressure coming, reaches, couldn't quite get it there. And then running all the way back, Brittany Fargione, and then right there is the flagpole. Once couldn't quite see the number again.
I think it was Domini on the flagpole there.
But what a great effort that was to prevent another point from being scored.
6:41 left in the second quarter, 26-0 Shen.
So Shen now 2 of 4 on conversions.
Domini will throw deep. A great pass there, and it's tipped out of the hands. Pass intended there to Clemens Mignot, a sophomore. So they put Domini at quarterback. It had a very nice deep ball there, but just could not make the reception.
I mean, that right there was a perfect throw. It's like right on target, and then just, you hate to see that, really. The potential big play right there. Mignot in a good position. But we've seen quite a few cases of drops in this game. There's another one right there.
Haggerty behind Domini. Domini will run herself, almost drops the football, gets a few yards, but has her flag pulled at I think at the 16-yard line. I
That
couldn't
was-
quite tell.
That was Spraker who got the flag again.
5:33 left in the second quarter, 26-0 Shen. A reminder, instead of the 5-minute intermission period between halves, I believe that's what it was, it will now be a 10-minute intermission. For those wondering, we'll have a clock still on our graphic screen as the pass there, Santianello on the jet sweep, doesn't get much yardage, and it'll be fourth down, and I believe Guilderland will go for a punt here.
It wasn't really the best handoff right there. They kind of collided, Domini and Santaniello, on the handoff, so it wasn't really a lot of room afterward for her to run. This will be the first punt of the day.
Avalon Schofield on the kick, and it will be returned. Pitch backwards. Another pitch backwards, but it's dropped, so the ball will be dead at the 38-yard line, 37-yard line, excuse me.
And it was Gurney who made the catch right there on that return. And then Eccles took the second effort, and then Sawyer nearly was able to get the play there. It was a good kick near the center logo. Take a look at the replay here. Gurney, good position. Realized she didn't have a lane. She had 3 players coming in. And Eccles sees she didn't have much of a lane either, and then just the drop right there at the end by Sawyer.
So I think Shen would want to get to the 17-yard line here. Spickler throws. Oh!
Ooh. Nearly picked off. That was right in the direction of Wismont.
Wismont is just getting involved every drive against Shen.
So the flag pulls and nearly with the interception right there. They have a dangerous throw right over the middle. Wismont read it really well. And once again, just wasn't able to get clean possession again.
For all you commentary purists, I would like to apologize for the oohs and ahs we just made on that previous play. Second down. I know my grandpa would like that. There'll be a handoff up the middle.
And
Eliana, quick flag pull. Olivia Sawyer on the run there.
Really nice read by Eliana Famadou right there. Representing the media club right there, because she also
The 8th grader.
making that play right there on Peyton Fryer. And it's fourth down. And now Shen is going to punt here, looks like.
Really nice defensive plays there by the Dutch.
Yeah.
Especially lately with that missed conversion there by Shen.
So every single play on that drive felt like it was a nice defensive stop. So that's a really good thing to see for the defense here.
A nice line drive kick. Nice catch there by, looks to be Santianello.
Jen Carter fairly quickly, though. What the Lady Dutch can do here on their next drive here. Haggerty lining up for the snaps again on this one.
Haggerty will throw to her right. Santianello was on the coverage for that play. Did not get it. It'll be incomplete. Second down for the Lady Dutch. So we just want to make it sure, for those interested about the punting rules, we got new punt rules this year. On the punt, if the receiving team drops it in an attempt to catch the ball is dead. Last year, the punt was dead as soon as it hit the ground if nobody caught it. This year, it is spotted where it is down by the kicking team unless it flies over the returner's head, but the receiving team has an opportunity to pick it up and run with it if it isn't down. And we are now at the 2-minute warning. Nice segue there. So this will be your normal football. If there's an incomplete pass, I believe the clock will stop. So Haggerty will throw. That one to Santianello is complete, but it'll be at the line of scrimmage. A little bit less yardage there, so it'll be 3rd down.
That's a very quick rip by Peyton Fryer. And Santianello tried to break free, but Fryer patiently right there, right as the catch was made. Able to get the flag very quickly as a result.
So the clock will continue to run here. 1:28 left in the first half. 26-0 Shenandoah against your Guilderland Lady Dutch. Lots of motion here. On the offensive side, they may be going 4 wide. Haggerty will throw. Pump fake. Throws it deep. Another sky-high ball. That is caught. Is that Peyton Dominy again? Yes, it is. Another great catch by Dominy.
And once again, just what an effort. Another high pass, and Dominy once again goes up and gets it for the Lady Dutch. And we get a timeout called, 48 seconds. What an amazing effort on that catch.
It was another sky-high throw here. I mean, that's what got Dominy the first time. Let's see. And, I mean,
had to fight through that contact right there to get to it as well. He had to do that on the first catch she made as well back earlier in this game. But a great series of plays for Peyton Dominy.
So I believe it was Shen who used that first time out, correct? Or am I mistaken?
I believe so. I don't know.
So that will be Shen's first time out. They have another one in this half. Haggerty rolls to her right. Will throw on the run. Dominy again with the catch. Sneaks past the defender. Almost snuck past 2. That'll be at the 26-yard line. There we go. You have to convert from our angles. It's weird seeing the 26-yard line at the 36. So, and I believe
the field
another
is a lot
timeout.
shorter, so.
Yes. End zones are weird too. I mean, the end zone's from the 10 to the goal line, or in regular football. So that was a nice throw on the run here by Haggerty. Got Dominy wide open, snuck past that first defender there, and then tackled there. Couldn't really tell who. And now Guilderland back on offense for the next first down play. 39 seconds left. Haggerty takes a snap, rolls to her right, pump fakes, tries to throw deep, flag pulled. It would have been a pick if the flag wasn't pulled, but I think the Lady Dutch are lucky to have the flag pull right before she threw it.
Honestly, I think I was about to say the same thing right there, because now they get to keep the ball and try another play right there, because if they didn't, it would have been over. The drive would have been over right then and there. So got an opportunity to cash in right here, but you got to make it count.
Clock will run. 15 seconds left. Fakes the handoff. Fakes the other one. Haggerty will try to run out. Flag not pulled yet. Flag will be taken down at around the 21.
There's 7 seconds remaining. This is Sadia Elozi who ended up getting knocked over on that play from Haggerty. The flag was pulled once again by Spraker. But a nice run for Haggerty, making the fakes as well. You can see right there on the replay. So it got away right there from Chelsea Ralston. I thought there was going to be a potential quick flagpole right there as well.
Unless the Lady Dutch throw quick here, I think that they should have Domini get the ball again for another deep pass.
And she's been their best offensive weapon today.
And Haggerty taken
quick
down
pull.
there. Quick pull. That'll be the end of the first half. 26-0. Shenendehowa Guilderland not capitalizing on clutch plays there. And we will enter the halftime of this first flag football game, first home flag football game of the year for the Guilderland Lady Dutch. So we'll be back here in 10 minutes. Again, 26-0 Shen. Do you remember who had the ball to start the first half? Was that Shen or Guilderland?
Shen had it first.
So I believe Guilderland will get the ball to start the second half. So in 10 minutes, you'll see the Guilderland offense back out here. Maybe it'll keep that offensive movement or offensive momentum going. So again, 26-0. Shenendehowa over your Guilderland Lady Dutch. We'll be right back here on GHS Media.
YouTube. So there's just one. So it's nice. Bro, and they would always do little bowls and make a small one.
There was never enough pickup.
But you know, it's like the
You know, it's like the bubble. You have to do that. Because I never got a burger. I make my head.
We're back here at GHS Media at Guilderland High School for this flag football game. 26-0 Shen at the beginning of the third quarter in about 30 seconds. I mean, this is the score does not correlate with the excitement that we've seen from both teams, I would say. There's been a lot of good plays from the Dutchmen. They just haven't been able to capitalize. Shen has a lot of big pick-six type plays. I mean, Sean, what would you have to say about this game right now?
I mean, so far, you could definitely see at the end of the second quarter especially, I felt like Lady Dutch were executing really, really well offensively. They had that nice catch from Domini. Domini, in fact, had almost very nearly had a touchdown pass of her own on her drive as well, so she very nearly could have had points on the board right there. But the offense, I felt, has played a lot better. We're going to get to see them start the second half as well, because they had Shen started out with the ball to start the game, and now due to the way the coin toss went, they're going to start with the offensive side here in the second half of play. But I really liked the way they were playing at the end of the second quarter, so hopefully they were able to translate that into the start of play here in the second half.
Ball placed at the 14-yard line. So third quarter about to begin. Guilderland with the ball. Haggerty out at quarterback still.
Looks like Dominic might be taking the snap.
You may be correct. Dominic pump fakes. Goes backwards, reversal. Still runs with it. Taken down there by Kayla Shen. Not a lot of yardage there.
Yeah, Dominic looked like she might have potentially had a play down the field right there. Came in with a pump fake right there, and then pressure started getting close near the pocket, and Shane ends up coming away with the flag.
A very nice move, though. I mean, it does help when you had the blockers there protecting her, going to the left. I think Haggerty now back at quarterback. Haggerty takes a snap, rolls to her right. Haggerty will take it herself. Still going. Gets 4 yards on the play. Maybe 5, and it'll be a third down.
So it looks like there's going to be a bit of an alternate here. I mean, we already saw Dominic have the majority of snaps on one drive. This time they alternate to start out the third quarter here. And Spraker just barely missed that one. And then finally at the end, I think it was Baruti who ended up getting the flag that time. But Spraker's been very, very active on defense for Shen, so you had to look out for her as well when it comes to that.
There's a pitch out to Dominic. Only gets a yard or two on the play.
But it is good for a first, though. And Baruti once again was the one who got to the flag there for Shen. But a nice pitch back to Dominic. Once again, it's been a very, very focal point of this offense, both in this game and throughout the last season for the Lady Dutch. He's able to run and get to the first down marker, so a good start for the Lady Dutch on this drive.
Dominic on the motion. Haggerty fakes the handoff. Caught there by Santinello. Still going. Flag pulled close to the 33-yard line.
And I'm really surprised they didn't get to the flag sooner there. So they're about 4 players reaching for it there, and Santinello was just able to get through several of them. And you see, it was a bit of a high throw by Madison Haggerty right there. But yeah, there's a few players just going for the flag right there. And it's not until right there near the 33 where Santinello gets the flag pulled. But regardless, still a really good run.
I mean, Shen's had problems with that all game, but again, the score is not the same as what it was, you know, what they've done all game. And there's a nice flag pull there. I believe that was Gabriella Spraker.
Indeed it was. Once again, mentioned how she had been fairly active so far for Shen on defense, able to get the quick flag pull on Famadou right there to stop the play. And that'll bring up third down.
8:52 left in the third quarter. Shen up 26-0 against the Guilderland Lady Dutch.
Dominic now rushing back in to the huddle here. And you got to figure if the Lady Dutch need a big play right here, that's who they're going to call on. And with it being third down, they need to keep this drive alive.
Looks like Dominic will be the quarterback for this play unless they pitch it back to Haggerty.
Looks like she's going to take it.
Flag on the play. Looking to be offsides here.
It's a false start.
Or false start, excuse me.
So that will back things up for the Lady Dutch here.
That may change things. As yes, it will. Dominic is now heading off. So I think with how the Lady Dutch have played, they might go for one of those shorter passes, a screen pass here. Try to fool Shen on the third down. They need to get some yardage. This isn't the end of the world.
So Emily Harden, by the way, is now out there. She's going to be lined up to the right.
Haggerty takes a snap, rolls to her right, pitches it back to Harding on the reversal, and taken down at the 30-yard line. So it'll be 4th down, and in comes the special teams unit.
That was a nice idea, though, on the reverse there. Harding brought into the game for Domini on this play. You could have figured there could have been a chance for her to get loose right there, but the quick flagpole just ends up costing the play right there. It was a good idea, but it just didn't work out.
This will be 4th down. On the kick is Schofield, high punt, and I'll go out of play. So the ball will be at the 35-yard line.
Just around the vicinity right there, a very high punt. And Shen's offense is going to be taking the field for the first time here in the second half. They put up 26 back in the first half.
I mean, a very good first half with Shen. They got good field position here. They may just want to keep driving. I mean, that's what they've done all game. Looks like there's no signs of stopping this freight train.
And you had a few chances, though, where the defense played really well against their offense on the drives in the second quarter especially. You had 3 consecutive really good defensive plays on that one drive for the Lady Dutch defense. So you got to hope to get more plays like that for this drive as well.
Rolls to her left, pump fake, froze, complete there, flag pulled early.
That was Dianique Pena there with the flag pull that time. So Spickler with the throw to the outside. Fryer was there, but a very quick read and flag pull there for Pena. So very nice job by her on that one.
2nd down for the Lady Dutch. Or sorry, Shen. Whoa. Spickler takes the snap. Froze. That'll be complete. Flag pulled there by Harding. On the reception was Casey Horan. And that will bring up a 3rd down for Shen.
It's a very pass-heavy Shen unit here today.
That could have been tipped too. I mean, Famadou was on the coverage there, just pressuring the quarterback. There may have been some deflection there, but it was still a nice completion there for Shen. And that will also be a 1st down. I don't want to say chain gang because it really is just one person, but
Yeah.
the down marker is back to a 1st down, so it'll be a 1st down for Shen with 6 minutes to go. Spickler takes a snap, throws, it's complete, and a missed flag pull there. It finally pulled. That was caught there by Horan again. And a nice play by Shen will bring up another 1st down, I believe.
And a great play downfield once again. Shen once again has been very active with the passing game today. Spickler, good arm right there. Right down the field. And Horan once again a big target for this offense. And very nearly able to get loose for that touchdown right there before the flag was pulled. Once again, Pena was there for that one.
I mean, Shen is also getting pressured a lot, and they're still finding these completions. Handoff over, tripped up on the handoff. Molly Barrett, a 8th grader, had the handoff there. It'll be 2nd down.
Surprised seeing that. I don't think we've really seen them run at all today. And then the quick play right there. Barrett potentially could have had some open space right there before the trip. Looked like there could have been a potential big play if that wasn't the case, but Shen still trying to make the drive work and get some more points on the board here. The passing game seems to be their friend. Let's see if they do that here.
Spickler will throw, gets pressured again. A nice pass there, and that pass was, I believe, intended for Jordan Gurney, but it was dropped, and it'll be incomplete.
Now, it was a throw on target there. Gurney was in the vicinity. The pressure coming in from Ava Jones of the Lady Dutch, and then the throw forward just dropped a couple defenders in the vicinity as well for the Lady Dutch. Gurney just not able to come up with it, though.
2/3 of the way through the third quarter. It'll be 26-0 Shen. Motioning there is Barrett. They'll hand it off to Barrett. Barrett tackled there by Dianique Pena.
It's our third flag on this drive. Third
That'll-
flag pulled on this drive for Pena, and once again, a very nice read on the throw as well. And it'll end up being 4th down. Looks like Shen's going to go for it.
Actually, wait, no, I don't want that one. I want that.
I think they don't need to get much here.
The handoff once again to Barrett, and very quick stop right there, preventing her from getting loose for any more yards. Nice read on the play once again by Pena.
Big 4th down incoming for Shen. Pressured. Will throw deep, and it's incomplete.
Broken up on the play right there. Nice job. And that was Domini who was in the back with Gurney. Pass was intended for her.
Although there was a flag down.
Yeah, there was.
I don't think it will matter, and I think Guilderland will still get the 1st down here.
Yeah, Guilderland's offense is already back out on the field, so that's going to be the case indeed. But a really nice play in the back by Peyton Domini. Now, I'm not sure if Domini got hurt on that play. Now, she's currently on the sideline here walking with one of the coaches. And she was a little slow to get up after that play finish, so she might need some assistance from a trainer.
Ball placed at the 16-yard line. 2:57 left in the third quarter. Guilderland down by 26 against Shen. Motioning on the sweep. Haggerty will throw. Gets deflected there, and it will be incomplete. 2nd down.
There's a bit of a wobbly throw from Haggerty right there. Not sure to how catchable it was off the bat right there, but still a few more chances left for Guilderland here. And now we got Harding going back into the huddle here. So Harding and Santaniello to the left. Looks like we'll see a passing play here.
It'll be a short pass to Santinello, but dropped. It'll be incomplete. 3rd down for the Lady Dutch.
No, that was Connor. What?
Gavin, I can hear you flipping your milk.
So Haggerty out at quarterback for the 3rd down play. Domini also now going back onto the sidelines. Haggerty rolls to her right, will throw on the run, and it is dropped again by Harding. And they will send out the special teams unit.
And just a quick 3 and out right there, and not a lot was working on that drive. You had some throws that were on target, just weren't able to be completed right there.
A minute left to go in this 3rd quarter. Schofield will kick. Solid kick.
And it's missed.
I don't know if it was touched by Shen, though, or if it will be down.
I don't think Sawyer got a hand on.
In this third quarter, Shen will get the ball at the 30-yard line.
And the referee's currently discussing
I think that might be what they're discussing.
where it's going to be placed, yeah.
It will remain Shen ball.
And it will be on the 30 still. 42 seconds to go.
That'll be complete there for Shen. Casey Haran gets a reception.
Not enough for the first, though. Will be second down. And once again, Haran gets the pass right over the middle, was able to do a nice job trying to break through. The flag eventually gets pulled. And this could be very well the last play that gets run here. Shen has now less than 10 seconds.
Pressured. Looks to be a backup quarterback as well in. At least on the run. That was Maggie Sheehan on the run there, and that will end the third quarter. One more quarter to play here at Guilderland High School. 26-0. Shenenda Hoa over your Lady Dutch.
They just officially marked the end of the quarter. And by the way, Sheehan had been warming up on the sideline for Shen as well, so it seems like she's going to be playing the rest of the game. It's a fantastic performance as well by Kendall Spickler so far with the passing game especially. She had been making some very nice throws today. Getting the touchdowns on the board as well for Shen in this one.
So we'll take a short timeout here. We'll be right back here. Or maybe not. I didn't know how much time we had left in this brief timeout here.
Now it looks like we are going to get back to action fairly quickly here.
Who knows what timeouts are?
Now once again, it will be Sheehan lining up.
Sheehan rolls to her right. Will throw deep. Deep ball. Wide open, and it'll be incomplete. I think the pass was broken up there by...
Yeah, it was Gurney on the potential reception. Pena was back there. But Sheehan doing a nice job showing off the arm right there. Definitely had a good lane to get Gurney on that pass. I can't tell if that was deflected there. It looked kind of close. Pena in the back had a really nice second half in terms of defense, getting a few flag pulls and then in the back on that one. But Gurney just not able to come up with it on that one.
Second down for Shen incoming.
And Domini's still on the sideline for now.
Sheehan rolls to her right. May take it herself. Throws it parallel to her intended for Kayla Shane, and it'll be incomplete. Third down for Shen.
I think Sheehan knew she had to potentially get rid of it there. She had a little bit of pressure coming, and Shane was open in the vicinity, and pass was just dropped. The play had to be made. It just wasn't completed. Now Casey Haran going to the sideline, and Molly Barrett is now on the field. She's going to line up to the left.
Sheehan rolls to her right, pressured almost immediately, and that'll be intended, I think, towards Abigail Rasmussen, but incomplete.
There's a little bit too far of a throw in that one, so it's going to be a punt coming up for Shen, I believe. With it being 4th down, looks like it's going to be Jordan Gurney with the punt this time. Santaniello and Kira, I believe, in the back.
Deep punt there, but it was bobbled and dropped, so the ball will be dead at the the 14-yard line. That will be where the first down for the Lady Dutch is. 9:18 left in the 4th quarter.
Now, good news is Peyton Dominy is among the players running out there, so that's very good news for sure.
Absolutely.
Haggerty lining up to take this snap.
Haggerty hands it off back to Dominy.
Flag quickly pulled.
They'll lose a few yards here. It'll be 2nd down for the Lady Dutch.
That was Baruti who read the play really well right there and was able to get the flag taken from Dominy.
Again, 2nd down for the Lady Dutch. Haggerty on the pass, Dominy in the backfield. Motion, it'll be handed off on the sweep by Miriam Pasha.
Once again, another quick flag pull for Shen as well on that one. So really reading the plays well on this drive.
Almost 8 minutes left in the 4th quarter, 26-0 Shen. Motioning is Pasha. Haggerty takes a snap, almost bobbles it, rolls to her right, will throw short over to Dominy. Dominy gets her flag pulled by Shen defender. That'll be Trinity Eccles. I believe that will bring up 4th down.
It's a really nice short pass right there. Once again, Dominy's really been the main playmaker on the offense today for Guilderland. Able to get that nice feed, and it looks like it actually is marked as a 1st down. So she did get necessary yardage right there, so a nice play. And we will continue the drive here with the offense.
This will be 1st down instead of the 4th down. Hey, that's good. 1st down for the Lady Dutch. That'll be taken by Haggerty. She'll roll to her right. Tries to get around some defenders, but couldn't. It'll be 2nd down.
And once again, another flag pull for Gabriella Spraker. She has been so active for Shen on defense today. Just picks up another one to stop the play again. No points as of yet here in the 2nd half. The Lady Dutch looking to get on the board.
Haggerty, pump fakes, throws deep. Pass intended there for Dominy, just threw it over her head. I mean, that was a better pass than she threw before. It had a lot more distance on it. It was just way over the head of Domini.
Yeah, the throw was there, just it wasn't really on. I don't think it was too on target either, but it's a potential chance for Domini to get there. Just thrown a little bit too far.
Third down for the Lady Dutch. Three on the far side, two on the near side. Maybe another play towards Domini here. Takes a snap. Tries to get around. Will throw. Pass over the head of Domini, incomplete.
So you had the idea it was going to be a play towards Domini there, but they had Haggerty under some pressure right there at the start. And then had Domini defended pretty well right there. Wasn't able to get too loose for the pass, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Felt like Tony Romo, where he's like, because he's like a quarterback who can read plays very easily and get them right, except I don't know football. I don't know. Yeah, they hire a guy who doesn't know football. Is that a smart move? Hey, I've done it for 4 years.
But you do know arena football very well.
Very well known. Fact about me is that I know arena football. I think I've said that before on this broadcast. I will say, though, I love doing any of the football games.
Yeah.
I think it's always a fun environment, especially for the varsity football in the fall. You see the Red Sea and stuff. I mean, this, even though I think they should have more of a fan base here for, even though it is a second-year program, it's always fun. And, I mean, it's very cool to see the differences between the games.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I really like being introduced to whenever we get new sports like this and we see a lot of the differences that these sports have and the plays that can be made. We got a potential chance right here.
There is an attempt to try to pull the flag late on the dive. I think that was intended for Casey Horan, and that'll be a touchdown for Shen. First points of the second half for either team. And it will be 32-0 Shenendehowa.
Now, once again, first play of the drive. As Sheehan roll in and got the quick pass down. And there could have been a real chance right there for the flag to get pulled, but the speed of Haran just able to break through, and she gets into the end zone and gets another one on the board for the visitors. First points here in the second half.
Looks like Shen will go for one again to make it a 33-point lead. Shen, I believe, has missed their last two PATs, so let's see how they do here. They'll throw, bit of a lob. That was a nice catch there in the, I think, past the end zone though, but there is a flag on the play and it's holding on the offense.
Now Gurney made the catch, and let's see what happens here.
I do think Gurney does go out of the end zone here. Oh, no, right, she did toe drag there.
And she certainly thought it should have counted.
So I think, yeah, the Guilderland offense is not back out on the field, so they're
going to redo it here.
Move it back to, I believe, the 12-yard line. So Sheehan out the pass here. Sheehan will throw it deep again. Has a player open, and that one will be complete. That will be number 24, Peyton Fryer, the sophomore, on the reception, and that will be a point for Shen, so they will make this conversion. It'll be 33-0.
And no flags on this one. Just a really nice pinpoint pass. Wide open in the end zone, and Fryer right there at the right time. Just a fantastic passing play there from Maggie Sheehan.
4:26 left in the game. 33-0 Shenendahoa over your Lady Dutch. So we do have some upcoming games here for on GHS Media. We have a girls lacrosse game tomorrow at, I believe, 5:30. So that'll be there. There may be a chance that it may not be streamed due to the rain forecasted, but it is intended that there will be a game tomorrow. We've got a baseball game at Keenholz Park and Dutchman Field. That is bobbled.
As Domini had that one lost a little bit there. I thought there was a chance that they could have potentially gotten a potential interception on that because it was a bit of a backwards pass and it very, very closely got picked up right there.
So again, a baseball game against Shaker on the 13th. That'll be our first game back from spring break. I believe there will be a different commentator on the call of the game. I will now fact check this info. And I believe I am correct. Gavin Risley will join me on the call. Has not called a baseball game on GHS Media. Domini pump fakes, rolls to her left, will take it herself. Flag pulled about 6 yards from the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down. Be very interesting because I know the guy personally. It'll be interesting to work with someone who isn't Sean Cunningham. It's been me and Sean for the past 4 years. Just insane
for
to
the
say.
very most part, yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how we do with a new, I believe, color man. We'll see how it goes.
So nothing's really been confirmed as of yet. And then the third upcoming game is going to be on April 14th. There'll be a girls lacrosse game. Girls will be taking on Niskayuna for that one.
I think I also forgot to mention that the girls lacrosse game tomorrow will be also against Shen.
Yes, it will.
So we'll get back-to-back Shen games here this week, and then we'll see Shaker for baseball and Niskayuna again for the girls lacrosse team next week. Domini pump fakes twice. Good blocking there by the goal and no line, and a flag late.
Wow. And Domini has really got some good strength with that arm right there. Is pass intended for Grace Kiro, and we got a flag all the way downfield.
Looks like they'll be moving the ball up, so I think that was on Shen. And there was some nice blocking there by the Guilderland O-line. I think there might have been a push-off, which is why the flag was thrown.
And that was Paige Eisner for Shen with the contact that resulted in that flag. Once again, a couple of good throws by Domini. Just a shame that they didn't result in catches. Really, really good throw.
2-minute warning here for
very, very close to being caught as well. That's what it reminded me of, at least, but very, very close right there.
I could insert some arena football play I saw this year, but I'm not going to. Actually, I could. There's like a few. I'll explain after this play. Be a handoff over, right side. I believe that was Selena Sanchez on the run there.
And it was Sanchez on the run, and once again, the flag was pulled by Spraker. Once again, as the time continues to wind down here in the fourth.
I think there was at least one shovel pass that by Jerome Johnson of the New Mexico Chupacabras that I saw in the IFL. He was going to be an Albany Firebird this year. He then decided to sign with the Chupacabras, and
so had a play very similar to that.
Yeah, very similar. It was a touchdown though that time, but
yeah, ironically, so was Jackson Dart's play.
Oh,
had a shovel pass that it somehow went for a touchdown.
I don't watch the NFL. Be a minute about a minute left in the game. Domini throws deep. They'll go over the head of everyone. Pass intended there by Giscazzo.
As another close one there, Domini once again showing off the arm.
And I think they are surrendering the ball here. I don't see the special teams unit out, but
Yeah,
I
they're
could
not.
be wrong.
The offense is coming out for Shen as well, so it looks.
So I think they are surrendering here
Yeah.
for not going to punt the ball, and they will just give it back to Shen. Shen will get the first down with 57 seconds left.
And victory formation here as well, as the knee is taken by Maggie Sheehan.
So that should do it as the ball placed at midfield. They'll get one more knee in.
So after what was a very close game for Shen, their first meeting of the season against Columbia, they really came out with some offensive firepower today and end up with the win here. Had 26 in the first half. Only scored one touchdown in the second, but they didn't really need to score that many as they ended up doing some very good plays on offense, and they are going to take the win here today. The clock continues to wind down.
So that will do it here tonight. Shenendahowa finishes with a 33-0 victory over the Guilderland Lady Dutch. So Shen will go to 2-0 on the season. Guilderland will go to 1-1. So that'll do it here tonight on GHS Media for our broadcast. It was great to call another flag football game. It's very exciting to do these. Again, we've said that numerous times on the broadcast. But that'll do it here for this GHS Media broadcast. I'm Anthony Bort.
And I'm Sean Cunningham.
And we'll see you on the next GHS Media broadcast. Remember, it's always great to be a Dutchman. Take care, everyone. Have a good night. Drive home safely.
I can't feel this.
I'm gonna drop you at the front. I'm gonna circle around the parking lot. You're gonna run in and get flowers, and then you're gonna hop back in the car, and then we're gonna go. Okay? And the fuse is locked.